Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Dr. Mike, back again once again. Interesting video for you guys. First time I'm ever doing this for you guys. But today I want to do something special. I want to honor my grandmother. And today I'm going to cook her very famous Southern style cheeseburger pie. Oh my God. But before we get started, let me show you guys something real quick. I want y'all to see this real quick. I know it's a little dark in here, but I want you to see this book right here, because this book right here is literally the holy grail of all things legit shit in reference to cooking. Guys, I mean, every recipe you could possibly think of for days, things that my grandma clipped from like newspaper articles from like the 50s and the 60s and stuff like that. She even has some handwritten recipes. But today, I've opted to show you guys one of the more simpler recipes in my grandmother's arsenal. Again, I am not the chef of the family, so today we're gonna do Southern style cheeseburger pie. I don't wanna take you guys along with me for the ride. Stay tuned. All right, guys, this is my grandmother's kitchen. Nice little rustic, Southern style, feel like a nice little 50s and 60s vibe. Pots and pans, the old stuff, got shit to do. But in the interest of time, guys, what I've chosen to do is I've already pre-prepared some of the ingredients already for this particular dish. That way we can speed up the process. But all I'm gonna do is leave the recipe in the description area below for you guys to be able to follow along and prepare it according to your way. You can add a little bit, take a little bit. But today I'm showing you the Southern style version of my grandmother's cheeseburger pie. All right, let's get it. All right, guys, so here are some of the ingredients that we're gonna be using today. I didn't actually put the milk in here, but basically what we're gonna use is we're gonna use ground beef. This is a pound of ground beef chuck. We got about a large Vidalia onion here that's already been chopped up, because the last thing I wanna do is cry on camera while chopping onions. All right, we got our sharp cheddar cheese here, no product placement, so we're gonna do a cup of that. We're gonna do about a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna do about, like I said, a cup of shredded cheese, a half a cup of this cake mix right here. And we're also going to do a half a cup of milk and 1 egg. All right, so right now we're gonna go ahead and get this beef ground up. I'm sorry, we're gonna go ahead and get this beef cooked up so we can go ahead and prepare the dish accordingly. All right, guys, so what we're about to do right here is we're gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 400. So while I'm sitting here cooking up the beef that we're about to get started on the ground beef real quick, as you can see, I already got the stuff heating up for me. We're gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 400, all right? So hopefully, like I said, preheat button comes on. By the time that's good, hopefully the beef will already be cooked and we can be rocking and rolling, baby. All right, guys, so we're cooking up the meat to give it a chance to brown itself down, and we're also gonna put the onions in as well as we finish. I kind of like my meat a little brown, guys, so hey man, I'm gonna make sure my food cooked all the way through, so work with me. Gotta break up those chunks, make sure all this stuff get cooked up right. Again, guys, we're using a pound of ground beef. This, I chose the chuck ground beef, a little bit of fat in there, you know, something good. You know, you never want it to be too lean because it's gonna dry out and there's not gonna be a lot of moisture to suck up or to soak up all of the bisquick mix and all of that stuff there. Go ahead and get this ground beef taken care of. Stuff like that, man, we do not waste that shit at all, people. We do not waste it at all. So I'm gonna find me a nice little container to put it in. That way, if my grandmother wants to use it for new recipes and stuff like that, you already know. But while you're waiting, guys, make sure you drop a like on the video. Please make sure you subscribe, man. We're over here cooking up some serious mean Southern style cheeseburger pie, guys. And if you can tell, man, there's a lot of grease that needs to be drained off of here. But once we get the meat cooked down, I'm gonna go ahead and drain it out, and then I'm gonna add the onions. Aha, get it in there. Gotta drain this stuff out, bro. Yeah, I've gotta make sure we drain that out. I'm sorry if that's out of view, but I don't want it to get too hot. Oh no! Tap, flames up. Drop a piece of meat in there. Save it. All right, guys, about to add those onions. Hope my house don't burn down me playing around. Sorry guys, I'm a horrible cook. That's why My brother is the best cook in the house, man. No doubt. My brother is by far the best cook in the house. My dad, he's pretty good. My mom used to cook the Southern style cheeseburger pie for me and my brother when we were younger. But my brother, hands down, best cook in the house. All right, there's no better cook than my older brother, Brandon, man. I give him credit where credit is due. So right now, I think I should have let those onions go in while the beef was cooking. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let it brown off just a little bit more, let it wilt down and stuff. And of course, it's gonna continue to cook as it heats up in the oven, which we are preheating right now. So what we're gonna end up doing is once we add everything that we need to add to it, by all means, we'll make sure we, you know, take care of everything that needs to be done. So as you guys can see right now, all we're doing is heating up the onions. We don't want them to be too super hard and crunchy, but definitely gonna let this wilt down for a little bit. And then after that, we're gonna apply it to the cake pan. Some non-stick. I think that that's always a good idea. Spray it down with some non-stick first. See, again, man, cookie shows ain't perfect, baby. We do what we gotta do. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead, put that in a bowl right now, spread it out, make it look all delicious and stuff. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. You smelling good right now, man. It's not even finished yet, but it's already smelling good. So let me go ahead and get the rest of this inside the bowl. Hold on, get it out like that. Yeah, baby. Go ahead, we're gonna go ahead and spread it out. Oh yeah, that's looking delicious, baby. Whew. Ain't that looking good? Ain't that looking good? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put the, we gotta put about a cup of cheese on there. I'm gonna go ahead and follow the directions as is, cause you know, grandma don't play games, man. We ain't about to mess up grandma's recipe. So we're gonna end up using some sharp cheddar cheese. We're gonna do about a cup. Let me go ahead and make sure I level this out and measure it out right, cause again, you never wanna do it wrong. You gotta follow it as is. Make sure there's enough cheese for everybody. And yeah, all right guys, here we go. Go ahead and sprinkle the cheese on there. Yeah, and I'm gonna add a little more because that wasn't quite a cup. So we're gonna go ahead and add the rest of what's remaining in here. Go ahead and spread it out. I know I shouldn't be using my hands, guys, but don't worry, this is for my people and stuff like that. So we should be legit shit, okay? So what we're gonna end up doing, guys, is we're gonna set that to the side because it's not quite ready yet, okay? So I'm gonna set that to the side. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with our other ingredients. End up getting a half a cup of the mix. So let's go ahead and get a half a cup of the mix. All right, guys, I got a half a cup of the mix. We're gonna end up pouring it right up in here. I guess I didn't need that part. So the half a cup of mix, we're gonna put it right there. No more, no less, baby. And then we need a cup of salt. I'm sorry, not salt, good God. Then we're going to need 1 cup of milk. See, me and my family, we're more partial to like a skim milk in our household. So that's kind of what we work with. So that's what we're gonna end up using today, some skim milk. Let's go ahead and get this in here real quick. Do a cup of milk. All right, guys, I don't know if you can read it, cup of milk. There we go. And then we're gonna need 2 eggs. I think I said earlier we needed 1 egg, but guys, it's 2. Let me not play games, man. If we're gonna do it, you gotta do it the right way. So we're gonna get 2 eggs. Isa, dalawa. All right, egg number 1. I'm a horrible egg cracker, as you guys can tell. Ooh. This is why your boy don't stay in the kitchen, man. You gotta leave cooking to the professionals. But hey, man, when in Rome, baby, and you gotta do it, gotta do what you gotta do, playboy. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and drop these 2 eggs up in here real quick. Gang, gang. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and whisk it up and mix it well. Let's go ahead and get the whisk in. All right, so we got the mix here. Go ahead and get that whisked up real quick. Because what this is gonna do is it's gonna create the batter that's going to form around everything to make the pie mixture. That's basically what this is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get it, mix it together real good. You don't want no lumps in there. I'm not a lumpy type of guy. So we're gonna make sure we cook this up real good. All right, mix it up as good as we can. And we're gonna pour it over the top, guys. Pour it over the top. Okay, let's go ahead and get that there and pour it over the top. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven for about 25-30 minutes. And when it comes out, guys, it should be looking absolutely delicious. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, so we got roughly about 10 minutes left or so until the cheeseburger pie is officially ready for its first check. You know, I'm just gonna grab a toothpick, stick it in. If it's a little bit moist in the middle and it needs a little bit longer time to cook, we'll probably do about another few minutes or so, and we'll just keep checking accordingly. But as we're waiting and as we're chilling, guys, I just wanted to share with you my story. As you know, Doc is not the chef of the family. My OG triple OG, OG triple triple, my older brother Brandon, he's pretty much like the chef of the family. Before my grandfather passed away, he was definitely an intricate part of eating within the family as well. So my brother seems to have taken that from my granddad in reference to how well he can actually cook. My grandma, you know, she picked up the reins too, and that's when this whole cheeseburger pie situation came to be. It was always a quick, simple, easy meal to prep, like 13 minutes prep time, and then of course the little 30 minutes or so to cook it. So this has always been just one of those meals that have been easy to put together, and that's pretty much what we lived off of when we were younger. My father, God bless that man, growing up, the meals he used to feed us was quesadillas and pancakes. Now, I'm not saying my father can't cook, but those were definitely his go-to quick meals. My mom, she, cooked cheeseburger pie for me and my brother when we were younger as well. So it was kind of a recipe that was kind of passed down from my grandmom to my mom and stuff. And it just became something that was quick and easy to whip up. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that this recipe existed back in the 60s and all of that stuff, but it was probably more so around the 80s or the 90s and stuff like that. And it's always a good, cheap, quick meal. It's always best if you serve it with like some mashed potatoes and green beans. That's normally what we eat it with. Try to play the food groups a little bit, try to be a little bit well-rounded, make sure you get your veggies in and stuff like that. So if you're gonna cook this, if it comes out well, you want to do it yourself. Like I said, we normally eat it with green beans and mashed potatoes. And whatever you choose to be your size, whether it be asparagus and all of the above, man, whatever tickles you, pick them. All right, so we're gonna wait for this to come through. We're gonna check it in about what looks to be 7 minutes or so, and I'll come back and holler at you guys in a minute. Let's hope and pray that it turns out well, guys. Let's hope and pray that it turns out well. Whew. All right, guys, moment of truth. Whew. Oh yeah, that's looking lovely, man. That's looking way better than I thought. God dang, son! Uh-oh! It's not looking half too bad. A little crispy around the edges and whatnot. Hey, shit might not be too bad after all. Let's go ahead and put it up here on the counter so y'all can get a good look at that. Excuse me. All right. Oh yeah, all right, so you already know, guys, we gotta do the normal toothpick check. Give me a second. All right, trusty toothpick. See what we got. We're coming out smooth. It might be a little bit messy in the middle, just a little bit, but nothing too dramatic. All right, so we doing all right, baby. We might actually have achieved it. All right, guys, you already know what it is, baby. Moment of truth.